Let's talk about smoky eyes and how easy they are to achieve. Yes, I said easy. Whenever I do a traditional smoky eye, I never like how it looks because it closes up my eye and it makes it look more round. I'll show you how to fix that. And I'm also only using 2 products. Technically. If you're new here, hi, I'm Jeannie. I'm a pro makeup artist. I live in Los Angeles. I work with celebrities, beauty brands, and everyone in between. Welcome to my channel. I just did my base and my brows off camera for the sake of time. I can link my brow tutorial for you if you want to see how I do my brows. For my base, I used a very thin layer of the Makeup by Mario foundation, which I've been really loving lately. It's skin-like and a little shiny, and when applied lightly is great for an everyday casual look. First things first, even though we're doing this for every day, is eye drops. These are Rotos and they are quite zesty. I like to call them an Altoid for the eyes, if that gives you any idea as to what they're like. But they get the job done, they brighten up the eye, and they get rid of any redness. My clients kind of hate it when I give them these, but they love the results, so I do it anyway. Worth it. I also know there might be some people who are going to come on here and say, you shouldn't use those every day. I don't use them every day. I don't have my clients use them every day. I only use them when they're really needed, say for a red carpet or an event, or if you're being photographed, or for a tutorial like I'm doing today. I already did concealer as well. I used the Tower 28 Serum Concealer all around my eye and then anywhere that I needed it on my face. I also put it on my eyelid up to my brow bone just to prep the eye area for the smoky eye. I want to set the concealer on my eyelid first, so I'm going to take a Smith 232 brush, and this is just the CoverGirl Clean Pressed Powder. Any pressed or loose powder will work, translucent, whether it's the powder you use to set your makeup or loose powder, whatever, translucent, doesn't matter. We just want to quickly brush over the entire eyelid up to the brow bone. And then another thing I'm going to do is take it underneath because I'm going to smoke out the lower lash line as well. So what the powder does is it sets the concealer, so then when I put the shadow on top of it, it doesn't stick and I can blend it. So the first product today is the shadow. I'm taking the Makeup by Mario Master Mattes palette. I'm just going to do a neutral smoky eye today. You can use any color. You can use purple, blue, brown, black. It doesn't matter. One of my personal preferences for an everyday smoky eye is brown because I feel like it's very easy to take it from day to night. I just think it's super versatile and it works on everyone. You also don't have to use a matte shadow. I just prefer to use a matte shadow because the liner I'm using has a little bit of iridescence to it and I like the mixture of the textures. But again, this is easy. You don't have to overthink it. You can use a matte shadow with a matte liner. You can use a shimmery shadow with a shimmery liner. You can mix the textures. Doesn't matter. It's personal preference. So take a flat shadow brush. This is a brush from Ilia. It's just their shadow brush. And I'm going to take this number 6 shadow, which is kind of a medium matte brown. Tap it off. And then what we're going to do is I'm just going to take the brush like this and then work it vertically like this. And then I'm going to just extend that line past my socket bone. And you'll see what that will do is that will elongate the shape of my eye rather than close it off and make it more round. Also, because I have a deep set eye, that roundness just gets more accentuated when I do a smoky eye. And then we're going to go back to our blending brush that has a little bit of that powder on it, and we're just going to blend it out. Taking the same brush back into the same color, we're just going to go underneath on the lower lash line, and then what I'm going to do is just extend that line, that shadow. And then I'm also going to blend it on top. Going back to our blending brush, because I want to have more of a blown out effect. I know I did say only 2 products, but I'm going to take the powder that we used to set the eye on the same brush and just go over the shadow. We want it really soft and blended. And you can keep going with the shadow. You can keep layering and packing on the shadow depending on how smoky you want to go, and then place the eyeliner on top and see where it goes. If you notice you extended the eyeshadow out just a little bit too far, take a Q-tip and just clean up that line. So the shadow is on both eyes. Again, not being super precious, just placing down the product, blending it out. Made sure to extend the shadow just past my eye socket on my eyes to elongate them a little bit and not round them out. For my second product, I'm taking an eyeliner. This is Teddy from MAC. The thing I love about this is that it's not a flat brown. It has a little bit of iridescence to it. Looks beautiful on brown eyes, blue eyes, green eyes. Super universal. I have it in my kit for a reason. It's a kohl, so it's going to blend really beautifully and give us that blown out smoky effect that we're looking for. I'm just going to take it all along the top lash line, just like this. Not too precious. Then going back in with our flat brush and just blending. This is basically just to darken the lash line and give us a little bit more of that smoke. Another way to blend the eyeliner is to take the brush vertically like we did with the shadow and just pull up. Same thing on the bottom. And I like to bring the eyeliner in just a little bit into the inner tear duct. And then again, extending that line. Then I'm going to take another blending brush. This is a Smith 230. It's a little bit of a smaller blending brush. Back into the shadow. And I'm just going to smoke out the lower lash line and then bring it a little bit up on top as well. Going back to the blending brush, I know there's a lot of blending, but there's a reason for that. We want to make it really blown out and soft and super effortless. Effortless looking, I guess you could say, because I know we are doing a little bit of work, but if I wasn't talking, this would literally take me like 2 minutes. Shadow is done. I'm just going to take my little powder puff because I do have a little bit of fallout, and I'm just going to clean up under my eyes. I wanted to do the skin first and then the smoky eye, so then we're not complicating things by doing the eye first, then cleaning up, and then having to go in with skin and do all those steps. Thinking about doing this for every day and keeping it really streamlined and as simple as possible. Also, I'm not taking the eyeliner on the inside of my waterline either. That's on purpose. Sometimes if I tightline my waterline, it tends to make my eye look a little bit more round, and that's not the effect that we're going for. But for every day, I wanted to keep the waterline nice and bright, just to lend to the idea of it being a little bit more casual, a little less serious. And then using the Rare Beauty mascara, it's one of my favorites. It's really, really black and thickening. Now, if you're going out and you want to amp up the drama, I would recommend to add a few of the false mascara lashes on the outer corner of your eye. This will also accentuate the elongated shape that we made with the shadow. And the best thing about a smoky eye like this is that the more lived in it looks, the better it gets. So I just finished the rest of my makeup. That's our quick smoky eye. It's actually one way that I really love doing a smoky eye because it works for every eye shape and it's quick and it's easy. All you really need is the shadow and the liner, and I used 3 brushes. That's it. So if you have this, you can definitely make it happen. Are there any other quick tips that you want to see from me? Any questions you want me to answer? Please let me know in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon with a brand new tutorial.